Hello friends, welcome back. This is Gym Battle number 6, and we have had quite a few evolutions between the last episode and this one. As you can see, Nist has evolved into Trevenant. Bill is still a Gumi, but pretty soon I think. Sen is now a Clawitzer, Annie is now a Floor Jace, and obviously Talon and Lumi are still fully evolved. So a very strong team coming together. Should be a lot of fun. Let's get to the fairy type gym leader. Oh, if it isn't a young trainer. So you've flown all the way through my gym, fluttering down to me on a fortunate wind. Then I suppose you've earned yourself the right to a battle as a reward for your efforts. I am Valerie, who leads this fairy type gym. I hope your visit will prove entertaining to you. The elusive fairy types may appear frail as a breeze and delicate as a bloom, but they are strong. Very true, in fact. You could make a good argument that Fairy is the strongest type. It has a lot of good resistances and super effective types it's super effective against, and it's only weak to poison and steel, which are very rare attacking types. In fact, most of the time when you see a poison or steel move, it's either stab or it's because a Pokemon wants fairy type coverage. Okay, she only has 3 Pokemon, starting with Mawile. I figured I would go with Nis, because right now he has a really cool moveset, which I find very fun, because I get to annoy the enemy or the opposing player quite a lot. We're going to start with Will-O-Wisp, because Mawile, I believe, is a physical attacker, and Will-O-Wisp will have its attack and also do a little bit of damage each turn. I might even keep a few of these moves to the end game. I was thinking of having like Earthquake and Rock Slide, but like Leech Seed and Will-O-Wisp were just so much fun. We'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and get Leech Seed going as well, because now each turn Mawile will be hurt by the burn and hurt by Leech Seed, and we will be healed by Leech Seed. I love Leech Seed. It's one of my favorite status moves. And Mawile can keep increasing its defense as much as it wants to, but it doesn't matter too much right now. Now we probably can't do too much with Shadow Claw because of those defense boosts, so let's use Confuse Ray. I guess the downside here is that with all those defense boosts, Mawile will also not do much damage to itself in Confusion. But we can prevent it from attacking us, and then we'll just chip away at it with our Shadow Claw as well as the Burn and Leech Seed damage. I wonder, I don't think Body Press is a move yet. Body Press is a cool fighting type attack that uses your defense stat to calculate damage instead of your attack stat. Could pair very well with Iron Defense. But I don't think it exists yet. Okay, Crunch is super effective. It probably should have just gone for that right off the bat instead of trying to use all those Iron Defenses. But you can see how good the Burn status condition is there. It did very little to us, and we're going to get a lot of that back with Leech Seed. And then the Burn should finish off Mawile, so there we go. Good job, Nist. And Mr. Mime, a Psychic and a Fairy type. Alright, I guess Fairy type is balanced in a way. Yeah, let's go for Leech Seed again for fun. It's balanced in a way by the fact that a lot of Fairy types don't have the highest stats, but some of them do. So, if you have a strong Fairy type like Gardevoir or Togekiss, they can be very strong. In fact, Togekiss is my second favorite Pokemon. It was before it became Fairy type, but Fairy type just makes it even better. Although I did like having a stab tri-attack with Serene Grace, that was fun. Alright, Will-O-Wisp doesn't matter too much because Mr. Mime is a special attacker, and Shadow Claw is super effective, so let's just go for that. I guess Shadow Claw was super effective against Mawile too. I was thinking it was neutral because of being Steel type, but Steel no longer resists Ghosts in Generation 6. Oh wait, Mawile was, never mind, Mawile is Fairy and Steel, so it would have been evenly effective. Mr. Mime is weak to Ghost because it is part Psychic type, of course. So you can tell its screens are really helping it out here, but even so, that's still a lot of super effective damage, and getting a little bit more damage from Leech Seed too. Another Hyper Potion, using all of her Hyper Potions, but she doesn't seem to be doing much in retaliation. I think her last Pokemon might be a little bit more formidable. We'll see what its move pool is, though. It can learn Shadow Ball, which is super effective against Nist, but I don't know if this one has Shadow Ball or not. Alright, finally an attack from Mr. Mime. Its screens will wear out eventually. guess one strategy could have been just trying to like confuse Mr. Mime and burn it just to like stall at the screens, but unless it's holding light clay, yeah, they're gonna start wearing off. Alright, Sylveon, her best Pokemon. I think it has a pretty good HP stat if I recall. Let's go for Leech Seed again. Okay, Charm is going to lower our attack, I think? Yep, okay. So Shadow Claw won't do too much damage, but Leech Seed and even Confuse Ray should still do a lot of damage. And the light screen is worn off, doesn't really matter too much to us because we are a physical attacker. Okay, it doesn't have Shadow Ball, or if it does have it, it's not using it. Dazzling Gleam is still a lot of damage. It can learn Moonblast. I trained a Sylveon, I'm pretty sure it can. I trained a Sylveon in my Omega Ruby boss battle series, which is a lot of fun. And with its ability Pixelate, it can actually have a very powerful Hyper Voice, which becomes Fairy type. Okay, at this point, let's go for some Shadow Claw and hope for some Confusion luck. Not getting too much Confusion luck. Seems like when I'm confused, my Pokemon are always hitting themselves with Confusion, and not so much here, but that's okay, makes this an interesting battle. And we'll still get a little bit of health back here from the Leech Seed. Not sure if it'll be enough to survive another Dazzling Gleam, but let's see if Sylveon is still confused. It is not, okay. So Miss put up a very good fight there. I'm not sure if it will take Leech Seed damage right now. Alright, this is not the smartest thing in the world to do. I wish it was still confused. I'm going to send out Vil. We might die to one Dazzling Gleam. It is super effective against us. We do actually have a much better move pool than we did last time. Let's go for Body Slam. And Vil does have a good special defense stat, I think. So, yeah, not good enough. Okay. Sorry, Vil. I was hoping to get to level 40 because I'm pretty sure Vil evolves to level 40. So I got her XP bar like right there. But, yeah, against Fairy types, yeah, a little bit of a challenge. Let's send in Annie. Fairy type versus a Fairy type. And let's see, Fairy Wind I think is base 50 power, with Stab is 75. So I think Nature Power will actually be our best bet here, because it will become Tri-Attack. Speaking of Tri-Attack, one of my favorite normal type attacks. And okay, got the burn. Didn't have to burn Sylveon with Will-O-Wisp. But we did burn it with Tri-Attack, which can burn, freeze, or paralyze you. And our Leech Seed's still coming in handy. And ooh, let's see if she has any more Hyper Potions. She does not. Used them all, Mr. Mime. One more Tri-Attack, and down goes Sylveon. Alright, yeah, now that our team is fully evolved, or most of our team is fully evolved, not as tough. I hope the sun is shining tomorrow. That will be reason enough to smile. Yes, that was a fine battle. I shall reward you for this great victory. This is the Fairy Badge. It is yours now. Its beauty is captivating, is it not? Ah, do forgive me. I was so captivated I forgot for a moment that it is yours. Kind of an easy name to guess if I would have tried. Okay. Makes Pokemon obey us, and we get Dazzling Gleam. That's actually a pretty good move. I think 80 base power, and in double and triple battles it affects multiple opponents. Oh my, what a curious feeling. I can't seem to recall any longer which moves contained in that TM. I hope you might forgive me. My designs are said to be rather mystifying. Do you agree with that? I've always wanted to be a Pokemon, you see. That desire is my inspiration and what I try to achieve by designing. And yet, the only time I feel I am truly one with Pokemon is when we are embroiled in desperate battle. I wonder why that is. Could it be? Never mind, it is nothing, kind trainer. Alright, I guess she's a fashion designer too. Quite an interesting outfit indeed. Let's see if anyone can learn Dazzling Gleam, and then we'll call it after that. Oh, okay, Florjays can. Makes sense. We can actually learn Moonblast by level up, but I guess we're not quite at that level yet. Or it might be Move Reminder, not sure. Dazzling Gleam will do for now. Alright, well thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you have, stay tuned for more boss battles, and I will see you guys right back here. I'm not sure if there's going to be like a Team Flare boss battle coming up, but either that or the 7th gym battle. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon.